you are not the class? What happened?
Really, I don't know with the link of the meeting, but I'm here. It's English, so I will study here practicing.
Perfect. So I will share the questions again, and let's start with the presentations. Juliane, could you start? Introduce yourself, please.
Okay, my name is Juliane. I am 30 years old. I'm living in Rio de Janeiro. In the moment, I'm unemployed. Unemployed, and I study English and French, and finish.
Perfect. Nice to meet you, Juliane. And you, Natalia?
Hello guys, I'm Natalia, I am 27. I am chemical engineering and I live in Brasilia right now. And that's it. I am here to practice my English and to learn with you guys.
Good to have you here. And you, Heitor?
Okay, so I'm Heitor, I'm 26, and I'm a dietitian nutritionist. Currently, I'm doing my PhD in health science. It is my second time here with you, Lara. The first was a bit strange for me. It was a meeting related to some stuff linked to biology, some, uncommon things. And now here, today, we're gonna have a common conversation, I guess. And thanks a lot for responding me on Instagram, because I have some troubles regarding the class here. In order to book the class, there are some problems on TNT's link, but now it's all going okay for me, and I've returned to my journey here in TNT, which undoubtedly has been improved my English a lot. That is all.
No problem, Heitor. Good to have you back. And you, Tatiana?
Well, hello, my name is Tatiana. It's my second time here. My first time was yesterday. I'm from Belo Horizonte. I lived in Brasilia for 5 years, but now I returned to BH. I am an aerospace engineer, but I work as a mechanical engineer. And Natalia, I know this background because I studied at UNB, and then it's fun find someone there's there too. That's it, basically.
Nice to meet you, Tatiana.
Nice to meet you.
And you, Ali?
Good evening, guys. My name is Warley. I'm 22 years old. I'm a student, biology student, but I'm an artist too. And specifically, watercolorist, artist, and I'm living in Alagoas, and that's it.
And you, Amanda?
Hi guys, my name is Amanda. I'm 30 years old, I'm an executive assistant, and I'm 30 years old. That's all.
And you, Chris, present yourself, please.
Hello guys, my name is Crislana. I'm 18. I'm from São João, Bahia. I'm a Spanish hoster here at TNT, and I learned English since the beginning of this year.
Oh, it's the first time I'm seeing you speaking English. We're talking Portuguese and Spanish, but in English, I think this is the first time. Okay, let's start with the questions. The first question is, what makes you unique? I think it's already a difficult question to start, but it's just, you don't need to just whatever you comes from your mind. Don't worry. Natalia, what do you think?
It's not an easy question.
Yeah.
But I think my personal history makes me unique in all the things that I did in my life, all the persons, all the people that I met, all the cities that I lived, and I think that's it. It's not easy to answer this question,
Yeah.
but I think every person is unique, so that's it.
And you, Tatiana, what do you think?
Yeah, it's a difficult question. I think I have this ability that I like about myself, that I can walk between among different things, like different styles of things, and so I can handle with different people and different situations very well. So I think it's kind of make me unique because I can deal with different things. I don't know how to explain it very well, but I think that's it.
Anyway, so
Well, it is a selfish question here, isn't it? But regarding my view, well, to be everybody have a unique part, because we are a bunch of experience of our life. For example, not only families, but also our friends constitute part of our life, and even some travel, some new experience, and different goals, aims, and even some graduation process, that is stuff related to studies. And yeah, these things collectively lead to somehow experience, and this can justify how the person is unique, because it is so different between when we compare the features of among the people, and so there are so peculiar aspects related to the world, and so every person has some peculiar features, and so there's always a uniqueness. I don't know if that word exists, but regarding the peculiarity, everybody have it.
and you, Arley, what do you think?
I will give you a short answer, okay? But I think that makes you a unique person is your personality, the way you deal with the problems or not problems around you, and that's it. And biology speaking, you're different of others too. The way or something in your physical, but that's it.
And you, Chris?
I think our characters and the way that we made the things that are only way, like for example, I have my Spanish meetings. I have a way to do my Spanish meetings, and another Spanish host has another way to do his meeting. So I think our character is I think is the unique.
And you, Amanda?
I agree with you because I believe that is your essence and your life history. I just added this that I say because a lot of people say is correctly in my mind. I agree. That's all.
And you, Juliane?
I think I am a person lovely, friendly, and I want I like help other people, and um, this is I think is unique in mine.
I will skip the question number 2 and go to the number 3. Do you feel represented in the media in general, TV, internet, advertisement? Amanda, what do you think?
In my case, I think a little bit, in my opinion, can be probably more person, like my characteristics in TV, or represents myself, my color, my hair, and a lot of, I think there are people needing represented, feel represented in all things, TV, internet, etc. Because when you see another person looks like the same characteristic, you feel, oh my gosh, I can do it too. And this representation is important not just for adults, but the children, because it's grow up and it can be more confident and security and represented too.
Yeah, I totally agree. And you, Juliane, what do you think?
I don't know. One moment. Um, um, I think say I said I am lovely, friendly. I like helping other people. Como se diz? How do you say preocupar? Eu me preocupo.
I think you can say, like, do you you worry?
Worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worry about
Mhm.
other people, my family, my friends.
Maybe you care about them?
Repeat, please.
You care?
You care. Okay. The moment is that.
Okay. And you, Wally?
Hello, can you hear me? Okay. Sometimes yes, because as I said before, I'm an artist and this part is well represented in some place. And I'm also gay, and I see that this part is getting more visibility in movies and TV shows. So I think so. That's it.
And you, Tatiana?
Not very well, actually. Nowadays, most than before, but still it's difficult to see Black woman in represent in TV shows or series and movies in a way that I like to see them. Generally, it's when they are in the show, they are in very difficult positions, always difficult positions, or under the other people. And when you see a movie like Hide Figures, when you see a Black woman who are a great mathematician or a great engineer, it's awesome, but it's very rare still. But it's changing. Nowadays, it's more likely to see than before. It's a good thing, but it's still in progress.
And you, Chris, what do you think?
I think I'm not so well represented because in the television there are many stereotypes about people from Bahia, and we always see in the soap operas and characters. Baianos characters and saying meu rei, but I'm from Bahia and I never met the people that say meu rei. So I think it's a wrong thing about us, and but I think the other part it's okay, but they only talk about carnaval and parties, and Bahia is not only carnival and parties. We have a lot of other things, histories about the slaves that come from Africa to Salvador, and I think we have more stories to tell to Brazil.
And you, Natalia, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I feel represented for, I think more for the physical things, because I am white, I am all these things, but I don't know about the thoughts and the things that I thought about my life, about politics. So I try to follow different people on social media to see the world in new perspectives, and try to learn about new cultures and the new things, not stay just in the same vision that the advertisements and TV shows try to show to us.
That's very good. Anyway, too.
Okay, intriguing question, and I guess there are the two sides here, and my personal view. I don't feel represented by the media in general, because, for example, there is a mismatch between the channels, the most popular channels, and so there are always some divergence, and so I don't feel represented in general. Because this is polemic, but it is important in order to share information. And I really like the TV system, the internet in Brazil, and because I guess we share more information for our population when compared to Europe, for example, and some countries, not necessarily all countries, all European countries, because especially in the United Kingdom, for example, there is BBC. BBC is a good tool to share some information, and sometimes I update me, listen BBC, and because there is some information related to Brazil, even in BBC. For example, regarding the politics in Brazil, the Amazon forest, you know. And so I really like, I think it is of huge importance having the information shared in internet and to be represented by artists. For example, Brazil is represented, currently is represented, I guess, by Anita, who is a woman, and so it is so important. And she is polyglot. She speaks Spanish and English very well. And at the same time, it's polemic to be represented by Anita because there's some prejudice against her music, her style of dance, but it is culture and we should accept it. There is a prejudice against Brazilians, as our colleague he said. There is a prejudice against people from Bahia. I have a friend of mine who is from Portugal, have some prejudice against Baianos, and sometimes tell me some jokes. For example, when I I do not well in something, he said for me, "Oh, you like Baiano?" Some joke, you know. Or sometimes in a situation when I speak English quickly, and it is a bit hard to understand due to some accent, he already suggests me, "Oh man, speak a bit more slow, like a baiano." But I'm from Minas Gerais, and here in Minas Gerais, Lara say, né, we speak slowly as well. So there is more prejudice sometimes uh, towards some specific population who doesn't deserve it. And but on the other hand, media is was so important to share the Baianos at Olympics, you know, because we had two excellent athletes in boxing competing by medals. The man beat the other athlete and got the gold medal, and the women's boxing we got the silver medal, and so I'm so proud of athletes from Bahia. That is all.
Okay, so the next question is about what do you think, why do you think that some groups are not represented by the media? And in this question, we can think about the groups like LGBT group, since we are talking about this theme this week on TNT. So, Natalia, what do you think? Is the question number 4?
I think it's just because of some preconcepts we have, especially in Brazil, because it's a sad thing, but we have a lot of people that uh, thinking with preconcepts with a lot of groups, different groups. But at the same time, I'm seeing that the things are changing, and even the situation is bad, I see good things, especially in the news, in social media, and these things get me more hopeful with the situations.
And you, Ali, what do you think?
I think maybe it can be, I don't know the right word now. Lack of knowledge, maybe. Okay, about this specific group, in some case there is knowledge, but there is prejudice too. So it's a complex thing to talk about, and that's it.
And you, Juliane, what do you think?
So then I don't know, but I will. Bom, I think there are people that don't know in the different group. Ai, I don't know what que eu não sei o que eu posso dizer, mas it's difficult to me.
Yeah, don't worry. And you, Amanda, what do you think?
In my opinion, there are a lot of people have preconceptions, and many people are afraid of the reaction of the public, the another person that you think, and the people don't try to get out of their own bubble, That's all.
I totally agree. And you, Chris, what do you think?
Oh, I think that some groups aren't represented in the television only for prejudice. I remember now about a case from BBB that Gil and Fiuca kissed, and women from a political women that it was a shame, and that other bad words about gay people. And but if we remember about the common parties in Brazil, heterosexual couples can do many things that gays cannot, because the gay community could suffer like homophobic case, and almost die by this prejudice.
Anyway, so what do you think?
Well, I think that, for example, in my view, it has been a grown regarding to share some things related to gays nowadays are more represented in the media, in my view. And so if that has been already achieved sufficient status. And for example, in BBB now, there are always some gay participants, homosexual participants, and now it is part of Brazilian culture. Okay, gays here in our country are more represented when compared to tons of countries. I haven't doubt regarding this, and of course, there is always some gaps to be improved, you know. And so, in my view, currently, it would be amazing to put more effort to women in the media, especially in sports, because there are always some arguments related to the women's sports, but in the practice is a bit different. For example, some global channel comments the importance to share more the women's at many competition, but always during the weekend there's only the soccer, you know, the main soccer on TV, and it is time to change. We need to have some progress. It's so hard to change it, but we need to do this. And I think that women isn't so represented in sport compared to men. I don't know, but because there is some different biological difference between women and men. For example, men can jump more, is more faster, is stronger, but we need to handle it and share more the women's during the sport competition, and so we need to extrapolate our arguments and to put in practice to change gradually that scenario, you know. That's all.
And you, Tatiana, what do you think?
I think it's like a bit of what Amanda said and Aitor said. In the past, the problem was that the people didn't look in different zones of them, different zones that they belong to. But I think now everybody knows about these issues and knows about the importance of represent different people. But sometimes they don't do this because they are afraid of this don't sell very well as the normal thing. So I think it's about money, and nowadays, like football, as Aitor said, why so women's soccer don't sell as well as men's soccer? Because of money. So I think it's it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. We have just more 4 minutes, so I will skip to the last question, question number 8. That is, what can we do to positively impact diversity and the inclusion of minorities like LGBT groups? Amanda, what do you think?
Oh my gosh, I'm thinking about it. Just 1 minute, please. It's a good question because I believe that make something this inclusion of minorities like LGBTs, etc. Because the people needed to respect. I think simple, you need to respect, but the people don't need this and they need more. And I think inclusion, for example, there are companies that making inclusion in a company. I think it's very nice because all people needed to have more contact and understand them too. And for example, I don't know, I don't idea in my mind now, but I think it's very important and necessary you include the diversity, everything independent of the person in your life, in the respect. I think it's the mainly is essential, is important for us, and not just for us, but the words needed to be better, you know.
And you, Chris, what do you think?
First of all, I think it's necessary in speaking and treating people with respect. I think is the first step to have a good society, a respectful society. Using the neutral pronouns with non-binary people, because it's very necessary. It's not approved for our language in Brazil here. We cannot use in exams as a name, but we in our society we need to use with people that don't feel like a woman or a man. So I think the respect and talking with respect is the first step to change and impact the minorities.
And you, Tatiana, what do you think?
I think a good way to help minorities is consume what they produce. Like when they produce something, like an influencer, a gay influencer, or a black woman, black man influencer, or a black makeup designer, and consuming brands that hire people who are in different groups and fight in your company for bring these people and embrace these people when they come. I think this is important. Like a black woman in an engineer world, I think when you don't feel embraced, when you are, it's difficult to feel comfortable and stay there. So I think that's it.
And you, Arley?
I think talk more about in schools, universities, and behold us more often. You need talking in a natural way with the people, and equality needs to be a subjective dealt with frequently, because it's easy to people forgot that, so you need always talking about to people. You need respecting all the people around you. It's like you need to repeat a lot of times, because people forgot easily. Is a right of other people. That's it.
And you, Natalia, what do you think?
I agree with all the things that the guy said, and I think we needed to show more this community in our society, give them more visibility, especially in the workspace. I know that the things are changing right now, but we have a long way to continue, and that's it.
And you, Juliane?
I don't know.
So no problem. I know that is a difficult topic to talk. Anyway, so
Okay, okay. So in my view, I guess, for example, there is a good inclusion of LGBT people, at least in Brazil. For example, there are many gay nightclubs, for example, and here in Brazil, it is more free compared to other countries. But I guess as yeah, first of all, I think important, for example, to increase the severity of crimes. Okay, some stuff related to the law. I guess it could be increase the penalties. I don't know if the word works for that sentence here, but it would be an important step to avoid some prejudice. And as Wesley said, it is of crucial importance to share more information during in schools. For example, not necessarily a role discipline, but a part of discipline. For example, during the biology, I guess it would be so important, and regarding to some law stuff, and that is my opinion.
okay. People are getting back to the main room. Just a second, guys, for returning. I know this is a hot topic, but I think this is very important to discuss more, to give more visibility to topics like this. Especially in English, we are not used to talking English, and but here in TNT we do this sometimes. We get out of our comfortable zone and talk about different type of subjects. And we're back. Welcome back, everybody. Hello, hello. How was in the conversation? In the main the another room.
May I?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I'm feeling very comfortable. It's very good to express our sentiment, our feeling about the way of life, our voice about minority this week. It's so funny, so funny. But we have a tough questions. Yeah, sometimes it's very difficult to think about this kind of question, but
yeah,
it's so funny. And Julia is a lovely, it's a friendly teacher.
it's so good to hear. And you, Gleison, how was your first time here in Tinti? What do you think?
It's great. I beginner, but I try to speak a lot. But I like it.
I hope you keep coming. I know that when you're practicing more, you don't feel this, like anymore that you're beginning. It's here in Tinti, we don't we don't divide in this levels, you know, we are all together, we are all learning together, so don't worry. And Ana Paula, how was your first time? What do you think?
Hi. It's great. But today I just listen the group because I don't comfortable about speaking this moment. Maybe the next group. Okay.
Okay. I hope to see you here next week, and I hope you talk at least a little bit. Yeah, until we're growing up together. And Fabio, what do you think about the conversation?
This conversation, it was incredible because it's also the way when we can input reach on the conversation, you know. So it's impressed. I am very impressed because in the beginning I don't feeling that this theme is for me. It's nice to talking about, but in the end of the class, it's amazing for me. Yes, thank you so much.
Well, thank you for coming. And Juju, so good to have you here.
Thank you so much, Lara. It was super to conduct the room. We had lots of good contributions, and the questions were really tough, but we could have different opinions. But in a nutshell, the most important thing is we have to respect. That was the main word in the room.
Yeah, this is the main point here, and in all the TNTs. So guys, I want to thank you all for coming. I hope you keep coming. I hope to see you here next week at the same time. And now we don't have the form to answer the feedback. So I ask you to answer the feedback in the link of the video on YouTube. So if you like the conversation, if you like the TNT in general, you can put your comment, you can please the button of like, and that's all. Thank you guys, thank you all for coming. And we have all the week, all the so other meetings during the week. We have another language, Spanish, French, Italian, German, so feel free to come and join us. So yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, danke schön.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Have a good night.
Bye. Good evening.